Good morning, everyone. I'm Julie, the Pity Saving Mama. Just wanted to go through what I've done this morning to start with the pantry freezer clean out challenge, low spin January, whatever you want to call it. It has been a busy morning. I actually did not sleep through the alarm too bad this morning. Got up around 4. First thing I did was made some banana bread. I always bake when I bake. If I can, I always do when it's possible. I do a double batch. If I am taking the time to bake, then I want to get as much bang for my buck as I can. There's also a small one that the kids have already gotten into for breakfast, so I'll put that up here as well. They're still cooling off. Yes, I'm sweating. It's January and it is like 72 degrees in my house, which a lot of people keep their house at that. We don't. I keep the heater on low, and I like to cook to warm up the house. Anyway, this is the banana bread I did. While that was cooling, when that was in the oven, I made up a quart-sized bag of bacon. This bacon is cheap bacon. I got a whole case, like, I don't know, 10, 12, 15 pounds for like $10. I don't remember. It was in 2024, but I need to start getting through that. So what I have that you can tell it's a lot of fat because I got 2 snack-sized bags and only a few pieces were eaten. We didn't have it for breakfast, and this is the leftover. A few pieces were eaten, and that's all that we have. Also with that, because it's a lot of fat, there's a lot of grease. So I saved the bacon fat. We do have 1 jar of bacon fat in, I can't even get to it. We have to work through some stuff in our fridge too. What's that? Summer sausage. Anyway, we have another jar of the bacon fat, but what I like to do is when one starts to get less than halfway full, I like to go ahead and empty it and start a new one. So I start filling one up while we're using the other, and that way I can wash that one out and it's being rotated and I'm not just adding on top of it all the time. So I'm starting the new jar here. So banana bread, bacon grease. I did bake a sweet potato for my lunch. If it has time to cool down, I will get it and put it for my lunch. Yes, we are running a little bit behind today, but we are not horribly late. Then I got the bags of chicken bones out of my freezer in the kitchen and put it in the roaster. Remember, I just made veggie broth this week, so I don't have a lot of vegetable ends and pieces to put in there, but I have some. So I'm just going to put them all in there. Hey, buddy, remind me to talk to you in just a second. So I'm going to put those in there and fill it up with water. I am not going to add any kind of, what am I saying? I'm not going to add any seasonings or anything. A lot of that chicken, was already seasoned when it was cooked the first time. I'm just trying to make broth. So if I need to add salt or seasonings to the broth, I will. Let me switch hands to make this easier. Also, I don't have a lot of whole carcasses in there. A lot of it's just pieces of bone. It's not full carcasses because I try to save all of our bones, not just the big ones. It takes longer to save. You have bags in your freezer for longer, but it's still making use of everything that is there. While that is going, I'm trying to get the water in there and get the lid on. So we have banana bread, we have bacon, we have a sweet potato, we have chicken broth that's going on. I also made smoothies this morning. I'm going to put take some for work, and the rest I'll put in cups. This is taking longer than I thought. I've only used this roaster like once or twice before. One of my friends gave it to me. It was a previously loved, new to me roaster. And so I tend to forget how much bigger than a crock pot it is. But I wanted to make sure I could get as much chicken broth as I could. I had so many. I had a full Ziploc of bones, and then I had a full gallon Ziploc size of bones, and then I had 2 partial gallon size. You guys, I don't even throw those bags away. So like for my veggies, you've seen me before. When I pour out my veggies, I'll put this back in the freezer. This gallon size bag on the outside says bacon. The bacon was not touching the gallon size bag. I had the bacon in quart size bags inside the gallon size bag to make it easier to store. So I took all my chicken bone bags and put them inside of the bacon bag. And I will put that, maybe one more, and I'll put that in the freezer until we can get some more bones in there. And that way, I'm not buying more Ziploc, and I know where they are. They're where I need them. Okay, so that is full. I'm going to put the lid on. This will cook all day today, possibly into tomorrow. Here's my smoothie. Here's my cup. Sweet potato out of the way. It looks green because it is. That's just the color it turned into today. All I used today was a whole bunch of spinach, 2 carrots, and it's going to be thick, isn't it? Here we go. I used a whole bunch of spinach, 2 carrots, an avocado, some water, some frozen banana, and frozen strawberries from our garden. That's it. I don't put in extra sweetener. The bananas is sweetener enough. I don't put any milk. It doesn't need it. It's creamy enough, especially with the avocado in there. So, let me get another cup so I can get a couple put in the freezer so I have breakfast for the next couple days, or the kids have breakfast or snack or whatever. So yes, this is trying to get, the whole frozen glob of my smoothie. No. It's on the counter. The same thing happened with the bacon grease this morning. This is what happens when you're trying to do things one-handed or trying to rush. It's all good. It's all good. We'll get it cleaned up. Okay, so now we will be kind of late, but that's good. Does it taste good? Does it taste different? It doesn't taste like sweet potato because there's no sweet potato in it. I don't know. Maybe you're smelling the sweet potato next to it. All right. That's it. So we have already gotten a good start. I'm not getting up at 4 o'clock every day. I try to. But if my body says sleep, then I try to sleep. I will try to do another quick video in just a second with my food for the day. Part of it just went on the counter. So we'll talk to you later. God bless. See you soon.